Hello students, welcome back to my class. So today I am going to start a new topic, that is gametogenesis. In my last class I had taught you about the female reproductive system. So in whole chapter we have come to know that in reproduction the gametes plays an important role, right? So now we will learn how gametes are formed. So process of formation of gametes, okay, is called gametogenesis. Gamete means gameto, right? Gameto means gamete and genesis means to produce. So in human, gametes are produced by primary sex organs. So testes and ovary are primary sex organ. Testes are male's primary sex organ and ovary is the female primary sex organ. Testes, it produce sperm. Ovary, it produce ovum. So sperm is male gamete and ovum is female gamete. Now formation of male gamete is called your spermatogenesis and formation of female gamete is called oogenesis. See, formation of gamete, okay, whether it's the male or female, the whole is called as gametogenesis, the process of gametogenesis. Where only male gamete is produced, that is called your spermatogenesis. Okay, spermato means sperm, genesis means to produce, production, formation of sperm, and oogenesis. So oo means it is derived from ovary, from ovum. So genesis means to produce. So formation of female gamete is called oogenesis. Okay, so first let us try to understand what is spermatogenesis. So spermatogenesis, it is a formation of sperm, right? Now where does the sperm form? So it is produced in seminiferous tubule of testis. I hope you remember the structure that I had taught you in male reproductive system. Then this process starts at the puberty. See, I had taught you that at the certain age, at a particular age, right, in both male and female, the secretion of hormone starts, which we call puberty stage, isn't it? So formation of this sperm starts at this stage only, okay, at the stage of puberty. And here male germ cell plays the primary role in the process. See, while studying male reproductive system, I had discussed about the types of cells like Sertoli cells, male germ cell, right? So here male germ cell, it plays an important role in the formation of sperm, right? Now let us see the formation, the process of spermatogenesis. What is the process? How does it form? So firstly here you can see germinal epithelial, right? So this is the one from where the sperm is produced. So first germinal epithelial cell, it differentiate. Okay, now let me tell you the difference between differentiation and division. See, differentiation means when one type of cell, it just get modified, okay, it will remain the same. The only thing is that it has been modified, okay, and it becomes spermatogonia. And division is it completely divides, it become half. Here it changes, okay, it modifies. So first germinal epithelial cell, it undergoes differentiation and it becomes spermatogonia, okay. So spermatogonia is diploid and this undergoes mitosis, okay. So they multiply and they increase in number, and each spermatogonium contain 46 number of chromosomes, so therefore it is diploid. Then after mitosis it multiplies, right? So many spermatocytes are produced. So this spermatocytes is called your primary spermatocytes. So this primary spermatocytes, they periodically they undergo meiosis, okay, meiosis 1 to form equal haploid cells. So they will reduced, okay, the reduction division will takes place and they become half. Then it become haploid. Next, what happened? This is called secondary spermatocytes. Okay. Now, secondary spermatocytes will produce 4 haploids. So, here you can see in a diagram that N are produced, right? So, one N is divided into 2. Again, another haploid is divided into 2, right? So, this is your meiosis 2. And this are called spermatids. Okay. I hope that you are able to follow me. Then spermatids, they undergo spermiogenesis. It means they undergo the formation process. Okay, they form spermatozoa or sperms. So finally the spermatozoa are released from the seminiferous tubule, and this process is called spermiation. So spermiogenesis is uh, formation of sperm, and spermiation is release of sperm. So these terms are very much important. Sometimes it comes in your entrance exam as well. Okay, now this spermatogenesis has a phase. Okay, so there are 3 phases: multiplication phase, growth phase, and maturation phase. Okay, so multiplication phase, in multiplication phase they multiplied in numbers. Okay, then the spermatogenia, when they multiplied, it becomes spermatocytes which developed, okay, which grow and which later again divide, okay, and it becomes haploid, the spermatids. So this is called your maturation phase, and where the primary spermatocytes are formed with grow is called growth phase, and the last one is called maturation phase. So I hope that the spermatogenesis is clear to you. So if you have any doubt, then just let me know. Okay, now let us see how hormones affect spermatogenesis. So about hormones, I have been repeating that during puberty or at puberty stage, hormones are produced in human's body. So during that time, some hormones are produced which plays an important role in the formation of sperm. So some of these hormones are GnRH, that is gonadotropin releasing hormone, and this is secreted by hypothalamus, and its level increases. Its level is very high at puberty stage because the increased level of GnRH stimulates the release of 2 gonadotropins from anterior pituitary. So it releases 2 more gonadotropins. So first one is follicle stimulating hormone FSH, and other is luteinizing hormone LH. So FSH, that is follicle stimulating hormone, they act on Sertoli cells and stimulates the release of some factors, okay, that help in the process of spermatogenesis. So you have to remember that FSH, it act on Sertoli cells. Okay, second is LH, luteinizing hormone. This hormone act on Leydig cells and stimulates the synthesis and secretion of androgen. So I hope you all remember what is Leydig cell. I had already taught you, so just revise it once. So what does it do? It acts on Leydig cells and it stimulates the synthesis and secretion of androgen. So testosterone is produced, okay, secreted, so which in turn stimulate the process of spermatogenesis. So these are the hormone which plays an important role, which affect the process of spermatogenesis. So now let us discuss about the structure of sperm. So here in a diagram you can see that at the top it's a head-like structure is present, then there is a middle part, and at last you can see tail-like structure, right? Okay, so sperm consists of a head, it consists of a neck, middle piece, and a tail. I hope you can see. Plasma membrane covers the whole body of the sperm. So plasma members, it covers the whole body of the sperm. Then the head portion of the sperm contains a haploid nucleus. It contains haploid nucleus, okay. the head portion. Then the anterior portion of the head contains an acrosome. Now what is acrosome? So structure that is filled with digestive enzyme, and it helps in dissolving the membrane of the egg cell and help in fertilization of the ovum. So acrosome help in fertilization of ovum. Second is middle piece. So middle piece, it contains numerous of mitochondria. Okay, it remains mitochondria. And what does mitochondria do? Mitochondria produce energy. It provides energy to the cell, right, to function their metabolic activities. So it's a powerhouse of the cell, mitochondria. So they produce energy for the movement of tail, and movement of tail is important. Why motility is important? So it is important for the motility of the sperm, which is essential for fertilization. So this is about the middle piece. So I hope that the structure of sperm is clear to you. So this is all about the spermatogenesis. So in my next class I will teach you about the oogenesis, the process of oogenesis. So till then you learn about spermatogenesis and make notes on it. So this is all for today. So I'll see you in my next class.